What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and this video is going to be proof that I like this Paragon Black because it's getting not only the original review, but it's also getting a comparison to my favorite ball of 2025, the Evoke Hysteria. Before we get into any more details, please consider subscribing to the channel. You know, we're on the way to a next big major milestone, and I would super appreciate it. If you want to order this jersey, efx.co, promo code Napoles10. The chamois is back in stock, so please use the link down below in the description. If you'd like to order either of these bowling balls or anything bowling related, use the links down below in the description. So we don't need to talk too much about this Evoke Hysteria, and if you want more information about this Paragon Shadow, there's going to be a link with these balls' original ball review of all that information. The one thing I do want to show you is that the layout on both of these is the same, and we're going to be reviewing this on a fresh, typical house shot, which will be pretty interesting for this Shadow because when I reviewed it, it was not on a fresh house shot. So this is going to be the first time I throw this ball on the fresh. But I liked it so much in the original review that I wanted to throw it again and compare it to, again, my favorite bowling ball of 2025 so far. This is a Pearl, this is a hybrid. We'll see you on the lanes. All right, first shot of the video here, comparing the Paragon Shadow to the Evoke Hysteria. Basically, any ASIM ball that I compare it to the Evoke, that's how you know I like that ball. So we're gonna start here pretty far left. This ball curves way more than it did when I first reviewed it on the burn. That was slow. Bad first shot. We're gonna reset the rack, but I like it more now than it actually hooks than it did when I initially reviewed it. So you should definitely go back and watch the initial review of the Paragon Shadow. That was a bad first shot. Slow in, not a good first shot of the day. But no big deal. Wipe the oil off. Get a better shot in. Throw a strike here, and then we'll go to the Evoke Hysteria. Oh! How that does not strike is beyond me. And I said I wanted to throw a strike, but that Paralyzer 7 is disgusting. We'll move a little bit left because I did come in pretty high. And I want to throw a strike before I ball change to the Evoke. This might even hook more than the Evoke if I'm being honest. That 7-pin was crazy. All right, no biggie. Move a little bit left. Keep our target down lane the same. Oh boy, 0 for 3 to start, and it's a shame that I'm 0 for 3 to start because I've thrown 2 good shots, 1 bad. That last shot was bad. All right, sorry, I've thrown 2 bad shots, 1 good shot. The good shot, 7-pin. You can see just how much more this ball hooks. I think if we just make a better shot, I think it strikes. There we go. Yeah, Paragon Shadow, really, really good ball. It's early, it's smooth. I don't even know if I can call it, it's definitely not angular, but it's between smooth and angular. Now we're gonna go to the same spot with the daddy ball of 2025 so far, the Evoke Hysteria. We'll just go to the same spot to start. I imagine that this will be a little bit cleaner, a little bit more responsive down lane. I got that right a little bit. Yeah, that was really bad shot. Got that right. But you can see that it's actually gonna be cleaner than the Paragon Shadow for sure. Not quite as poppy. You know, I think it might be time for me to get a new one of these Evoke Hysterias. Just because I've put a lot of games on this ball already. And I've only touched it with surface like once. But you can just tell it's not rolling like it did before. But I probably have 100 games on this ball already, easy. There we go. Yeah, you know, it's definitely cleaner, not quite as poppy down lane as the Paragon Shadow. I think the Paragon Shadow is earlier and a little bit more responsive. But I think that responsive thing could be more to do with the Paragon Shadow being a fresh cover, where the Evoke is not a fresh cover. I mean, 150 games versus one game is a big difference on a cover. Oh, how does that carry? Chris, you missed a funny one, man. That was hilarious. I just tripped everything. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move left because I think I'm forcing it too much, trying to be a little bit further right. And I think I can really just play my A game and get a little bit further left. I think if I was bowling for score, I don't know which one I'd be in right now. Because I think this one might hook too much. But let me see what happens when I get left and get into a little bit more oil with the Paragon. Man, like everything just hooks and hooks and hooks with that ball. I mean, if I was bowling for score, I don't think I'd be throwing this Paragon Shadow just because of how much it's hooking. I'm gonna try one more thing here with the Paragon and like really shut my angles down, because when I get the ball right into the friction, it's hooking a ton. But, you know, it's nice to see your ball hook, but I don't know that I need that much. So we'll go to the same spot, but we're really gonna bring everything in here a little bit and see what this looks like. And then basically a blower 710. Oh, the 7 fell. Blower 10 pin. Let's go back to the Evoke Hysteria. Paragon's good, but when I get it next to an Evoke Hysteria, you know, it's tough. I missed in. Strike. That's horrible. That's a horrible shot. I got like 6 people watching me bowl back there. Let's give them something to watch. Go back into the Paragon. Man, they are curving this morning. There we go. Oh my God, even that, like I can still move left of that, but definitely shutting my angle down was a little bit better than creating the larger angles. So now that that looked pretty good, let's move a little left of that. Because I think now that we found some hold, I think now we can be in business. All right, so we'll get a little bit further left. Not a lot, just a couple boards. I really want to see one be flush. Wow. Yeah, it hooks way too much for what I'm bowling on right now. Because if I was bowling for score, I'd be in the Evoke 100%. So let's try to find a way to throw a strike with each of these balls before we wrap this up. Evoke Hysteria here. Oh! That was a really, really good shot. Like, I thought that was a really, really good shot. It didn't hook super early. You know, I thought it went through the pins pretty good until the 10-pin set. But no biggie. That was a brutal 10-pin, boys. Brutal, brutal, brutal 10-pin. We're definitely in the right part of the lane now. Oh, that's right. I'll take it. I'll take it. And you know, when I go shot after shot like this, my swing gets higher and higher and higher, and my ball roll gets worse and worse and worse. That one, I kept it low, and it felt pretty good. All right, last shot of the video here. This shot's from my boy Chris Cannon right here. Paragon Shadow. Oh! Bang. So, in comparison, the Paragon seems to hook more, be earlier, while the Evoke is definitely cleaner, a little bit more responsive down lane to the friction. At least that's what I'm seeing. We'll see you guys on the next one.